What a time to be taking a course like this. New administration in Washington, new Congress, lots of changes going on. And in this course, we're going to have the head of the hospital come in and talk about healthcare policy. The welfare department, we'll probably have her come in and talk about welfare policy. Drug policy, have a DEA agent come in and talk about the policy. But it's important to understand what is social welfare policy, how does it affect our daily lives. This is a very interesting course, and it's a great time to be participating in a course like this because it's interesting. These changes that are going on around us everywhere, how do they happen? And how is policy developed? And what does it mean to our day-to-day lives? This is a fun course to teach, and I think it's a fun course for people to take because we look at the way things evolve and change in our country, in our policies. So, I encourage you to take this course as an interesting course that will be helpful, I think, throughout the rest of your lives to understand how policy develops, how it evolves, how we make decisions about this, who the hidden characters are that are out there affecting the policies that we have. Couldn't think of a better time than right now to be taking this course. The last time I taught it was very interesting because it was during the election, so we talked a lot about what might happen. I think it is a much richer environment today to be talking about social policy because it is happening, it is changing, and the reason it's changing is, and that's one of the things I'll cover in the course, is how does change occur in terms of social policy. And one of the most important factors, if we go back and we look at the 30s, and we look at the changes in social policy in the 30s, it was because of a crisis. Well, the changes that are occurring today are happening because we have an economic crisis. And really change occurs, most change is incremental, but policy changes occur, large policy changes occur when we have a crisis. And it changes the direction of this country from the 1930s on was a complete change in the way that we did business in this country. And it was brought about by an economic collapse of our system. Now, this is not the Great Depression, but we've had a very serious economic setback, and it affects social policy, and it affects what we as citizens want from our government. This is a sentinel change, and so we need to talk about that, and that's what we do in this course. We're going to talk about why and how and what may be coming and why it's coming. So I think it's going to be a really good course for students out there to take, and a lot of things to think about.